last time we discussed about many things and I covered a number of topics relating to introduction to SAP S/4HANA. So I'm just giving you one kind of recap of the things we covered last time. One by one, we will take all those topics together here and I will give one kind of recap. So first thing we started with SAP and its evolution. SAP and its evolution. So with time passes, I have also already discussed that SAP started its first kind of ERP software, that is R1 system. After that, it moved to R2. After that, it moved to R3. So these were all the real-time SAP application. R1 is the real-time tier 1, R2 is real-time tier 2, and R3 real-time tier 3 SAP ERP software. Then SAP came with SAP ECC system. SAP ECC system, we call them SAP ERP Central Component Systems. And if you see the scenario in the market, there are many organizations, there are many firms, or there are many companies which are using this system. And in today's scenario, we call it the old system, the old kind of ERP. After that, SAP did a very great work and I would say tremendous work to develop its own database, SAP own database, SAP own database, and that is named by HANA, HANA, High Performance Analytics Data Processing Database. So on the base, this is the database we are used in the new application, and the new application is itself SAP S4 HANA. So the full form is very simple: systems, applications, and products, business suite, business suite for HANA. That is the full name of that application we are using nowadays. So there is one old system and the second new system. So after discussing both of the things, we also created many differences between the old system, between ECC and obviously S4HANA. So that we have already seen what are the different differences between the old systems and the new systems. What are new development in the new system we have already discussed. After that, we moved on the other things, SAP projects. So we started with the rollout. Rollout is the first kind. Upgradation is the second kind. Implementation project is the third type. And in the last, support project. Combinedly, like any kind of project we are doing, rollout, upgradation, or implementation, support project will be everywhere. So if we have one customer in the market for whom we are going to develop one SAP S4 HANA application, we will be there to provide the support. So that we have already discussed. After that, we discuss over one thing, SAP jobs and responsibilities. Jobs and responsibilities of SAP consultant. So after covering all those topics relating to SAP project, We have already seen the different SAP jobs and responsibilities of one SAP MM consultant. So, for example, documentation, second, obviously support, third, in configuration, fourth, in implementation, wherever what we can do and what will be our jobs and responsibilities that we discussed last time. After that, obviously, SAP systems, applications. So we have already discussed on-premise, private cloud, and public cloud. So if we have an application, so obviously we should have the systems, we should have the platform. So these are the platforms where we can develop the application. So one we call on-premise, second we call private cloud, third we call public cloud. Even on the basic level, we have also classified the things such as there is one thing traditional landscape, second software as a service, platform as a service. So we have seen many things. After that, we discuss on system landscape. System landscape. In future, we can also cover these things. There is nothing to worry. If we would like to do any discussion, we can do in the system landscape that we can do. System landscape means the platforms, for example, the development server, after that, and the quality server, after that, the production server. So we need to create the development. We need to develop the application so that we start with the development server from where we take the data to the quality server where we do the testing and all. After that, if everything is okay, we take the data in the production server, means real time of data relating to the business we take in the quality server. Wait for a second. Yeah. So I'm just writing those things here. Number first, development. After that, there is quality and production server. After that, we have discussed SAP SAP methodology. Means relating to the project, we have discussed one implementation cycle, I will call it. Implementation cycle that starts with a project preparation, move to the business blueprint. After that, it moves to the realization, then data migration, or we call that the cutover activities. After that, finally, we take the application live. Means whatever we develop, that application we take in the live. We provide the access, we provide the authorization to all the end users which are who are going to use that application. Means ultimately we will provide the access of the application to the client and we will be there to provide the support. Not today. So today we are starting with a new topic, that is enterprise structure. Before starting this topic, I will again tell you one thing, how to log in on the HANA server. So there is one thing, we need to run the run command itself. Then we need to mention the Microsoft Terminal Service Client MSTSC in the command field. Moving further, we need to maintain here the IP address, the user ID and the password. Then we will connect. So one connection will be made with the remote desktop. After that, there will be one thing, the name of the SAP logon. we need to log in through this. After that, click on S4 HANA, and finally provide user ID. What is the user ID we have? We can provide that. Can maintain its password. Wait for a moment. Yeah. So this is the application we have for SAP S4 HANA. But first, we will discuss few things relating to enterprise structure. Then we will move back. So if you see the scenario in market, there are many companies. In any company, there is one thing we have, and that we call the organization structure. Means any organization, any company, it has one kind of hierarchy systems of its departments, of its organizational units. So that organization structure is also known as enterprise structure in SAP S4 HANA application. So one enterprise structure is nothing but the framework. It is one kind of framework of all the organizational units according to which the whole business runs. Means we can take one example. There is one kind of company, pharmaceutical company. There are many sub-organizational units such as the production unit, the sales and marketing unit. Third is the procurement unit, quality and procurement unit. Like this, there are many other sub-organizational departments such as the HR department, service department, CRM department. So, like together, they are running the organization and they are running the business. So, as per that business, as per the requirement of the business, there are many organizational units which we need to set up in one kind of hierarchy. So that framework or hierarchy is known as the enterprise structure. Obviously, that is the structure which represents an organization and can place all those sub-organizational units as per the hierarchy. For example, if we are creating one client can be a group of companies. One company can be a group of company codes. One company code can be a group of a number of plants, working centers. So like this, every unit, every sub-organizational unit has one place according to the hierarchy. And the each level had certain specific functionalities to be carried out associated with it. If you see the scenario in quality management or quality department, so that department is there to check the quality of the product, quality of the services, or quality of every business process. So there is one thing, there is one task that is associated with every and each sub-organizational units. So every time we have to focus on that. Moving further, yes. So as per the enterprise structure, there is one tree. organization tree or enterprise tree. So it is starting with client, then it is moving to company, then company code, then obviously plants. From plants, we can take many organizations such as for the procurement, there is one purchasing organization. For the sales and distribution, there is one sales organization. In every department, such as purchasing as well as sales organization, there is always one group of employees. There is always one group of people who are controlling the things there. So in purchasing, this group is known as purchasing group, and in sales and distribution, this group is known as sales group. So there are mainly these entities we are going to develop, we are going to create in the SAP HANA server. Before creation, we will do the discussion on everything. See, a client. A client can be a company or a group of companies, and it is always the topmost organizational level in SAP. Almost every time, it is the topmost organizational level. Every time, this organizational level is there to control the companies or to control the group of companies. So a client will be having the master data with independent table set. Independent. What are the table set? What are the requirements? And what is this dependency or non-dependency? It is very important to understand. In SAP ERP, there is one thing we do. We keep the record of everything we do in real time. To keep the record, we need certain kind of database, and database is nothing but the group of tables. So here, whatever tables we create in the database, those tables are independent at the level of client. So if there is one client, client ABC, and it is the group of three company, company A, company B, and company C. So it will be having master data, the principal or main data relating to the business of the client in the independent table set. Means data of one company will be separate from the data of other company. Data of company B will be separate from the other company. So that is the meaning to have independent table set. So there is one consultant, number first ABAP consultant, that is purely technical consultant. Second, there is one basis consultant who are there just to set the tables, just to set the database. Any information stored at the client level is valid for all other organizational levels. So here, if we are storing, we are keeping the data at the client level, client is ABC. So that data, that information will be available to all the organizational levels, such as to the company code 1, company code 2, company code 3. To all the levels, that data will be valid. So if we are keeping the data or storing the data at the client level, so we can call that data at the company code level, at the plant level, at the other sub-organizational units. Second, after creating one company or group of companies as the client, we can create the company codes. So client we have already discussed, there is one client ABC. Now, company code. So within client or within company, we can create company code, and it can be the independent accounting unit. It is a legal entity which has its own profit, loss, and balance statement. For example, there is one company code A1, second company code A2, third company code A3. So we are calling those company codes as independent accounting unit because company code A1 company code A2, company code A3. Legally, they are carrying out their balance sheet, they are carrying out their profit and loss statements. So if company code A1 is carrying out its balance sheet or balance statement independently, then A2 and A3. So it is the lowest, it is the smallest unit in one organization for which complete or independent account set can be replicated. So there are three things which we are discussing on this page. One is the client, second is the company, third is the company code. Now, matter is that how to create. How to create one company or one client in the SAP material management. After that, how to create one company code. So everyone just see there is one path to follow. SPRO, then implementation guide, go to enterprise structure, go to definition, then go to financial accounting, then define the company. That is the path we are going to follow. There is one question now. Who will create the client? Who will create the company? Who will create the company codes in real time? Who is there? Like there are consultants, technical as well as functional. So first thing, functional consultant will create all the data, customized data. Second thing, in real time, there will be one FICO consultant, finance and controlling consultant, who will create one client or one company code. But here in the training for SAP MM, we need at least one company code. Otherwise, we cannot do the things which are directly related to the MM. Second thing, there is always one thing very common when we do the training for SAP, and when we are approaching or when we are having targets to go in the job relating to SAP, that if we are doing 80% work directly relating to our module, so there will always be 20% work to be done as the integration part with the other module. So one SAP should know how to create one company and one company code. Now we are just moving to HANA server, not again directly to the application is already logging. So here just mention SPRO, then just move to SAP reference IMG, implementation guide, then just go to enterprise structure, go to definition, financial accounting, define company. So now there is one thing. This is the screen for SAP MM, SAP functional consultants, where we can create at least one company. So click on new entry. Now give the code to this company code. How many characters we can give? Maximum 6. That is okay. I'm just providing it the name G820, GA0001. Company code GA Associates, GA Associates Private Limited. This is how we can provide one code to the client, or we can provide its name. Then there is one thing, its address. For example, street 123, PO Box 123987, and PO Box. Okay, there is one place, PO Box New Delhi. Like this, we can provide the address. Not a problem. In real time, client will provide the whole data, the address and all. communication channels, communication address will be provided by the client. So if your client is Indian based client, so there is one country, India, where we have one city, New Delhi. Language key. In India, we use EN for the businesses. Currency, Indian rupee. INR is the Indian rupee. So we have just provided the data. So that is the first company, GA0001, GA Associates Private Limited, Street 123, New Delhi 123987. We can also provide the real time of data. For example, there is one street somewhere in Bangalore, and there is one post box, its postal code, city obviously Bangalore. Like this, we can provide the real time of data and we can save the information.